Hello and welcome to Gamified UK. So it's not AM Guitar today, it's Gamified UK, which is what the channel used to originally be. So my professional passion is gamification. If you're here from guitar, there will be some guitar in this, but it won't be anything too clever. But to explain to you, gamification is the use of games and play to make experiences more engaging. So you would have seen it, say, language apps where you get rewards for learning words, teaching experiences and learning experiences where they've made it a bit more like a game to make it more interesting, that kind of thing, very simply put. So that's for the guitar folk. Now, there won't be much guitar in this, so if you're not interested, I would drop out after you've looked at an advert and help keep the site going. But if you are here for the gamification, let's talk about what this video is going to be. This video is going to use my guitar here to explain a little bit about the use of game elements, the overuse of game elements, and kind of finding and striking a nice balance and using the guitar as an analogy. So in this, my guitar, which is my beautiful floorboard guitar from Maybury Guitars, is the experience we are going to gamify. And in front of me here are all my effects, and these are the game elements that I'm going to add. And we're going to sort of see how the difference between subtle and over the top kind of works. So the core experience, this is really important, the core experience is absolutely fine. This guitar is beautiful and it sounds great without any effects. That's fine, but it's a bit dry. So we're going to start adding game elements. I'm going to start adding them subtly. So the first thing we're going to add is reverb. So turn it down a little bit. So that just adds a bit of thickness to the sound, makes it a bit more pleasing to the ear, makes it more fun for me to play as well. But we could add more tastefully. So we're going to add some overdrive. It just adds, again, a bit more saturation, makes it feel a bit bigger, and again, it's fun for me and usually sounds better for the audience. But we don't have to stop there. We can keep adding game elements. So the next game element is delay. All the wrong notes are free of charge, don't you worry. So, again, just adding. Just adds a little something. I'm going to add one more game element. I'm going to add the phaser, just because I like phaser. And again, it just adds a little something. It's fun for me. It sounds nice. So that's the subtle use. Now, what I can do is if I'm finding that maybe one is more pleasing to the ear than the others, then I can increase it, just like you do with the use of game elements. So say I want to add a bit more delay. I can add some more in. And I can do that because I know the audience is responding well to it, so I can increase it. But what if I start increasing things out of control and I start adding too much? Or I start adding things out of context? So if I was playing, I'm going to turn off a few things here. So if I was playing a nice sort of quiet, slow piece of music, and then I changed my game mechanics to be over the top, suddenly that doesn't work as well because it's too much. There's too much distortion. It doesn't sound as nice as that. Sounds too aggressive. But it's absolutely fine for... That's absolutely fine, but for a nice quiet... compared to just a gentle... So using the right effects in the right context is really important. Gamification analogy, can you spot it? The other thing is if you do too much of it. So I found a nice little combination where I turn a few of these things on. Here are my core mechanics. What happens if I just sort of don't really worry about the balance there? Let's just throw it all in, see what happens, turn it all up, because that's what gamification's all about. Throw everything at the wall. Here we go. So it's the same mechanics. It's suddenly out of control. There's too much going on. And this is the danger with game mechanics and throwing just random stuff at an experience, is lots of people just go over the top. They throw in more and more and more. So if we go back to kind of my ideal, here's the other thing we need to do. We need to think about stripping stuff back. So I'm going to turn on the stuff that we had on where it was kind of a nice tone and I liked it. Let's turn a few of these bits down, drive down, back to around about where we had it before. So this was kind of what we had before. So that's kind of the nice tone. But do we need all of that? Does all of that really improve the overall experience to the point where we need everything? Well, I'm going to turn off the delay to start with. Yep, so that works quite well. You don't really need the delay. I'm going to turn off the phaser as well. Do we really need the phaser? No, we can get away without the phaser. What if I turn off the overdrive? Ooh, no, that doesn't sound as nice to me. So we're going to turn that back on. That sounds nice. And what about turning off the reverb? That still sounds good, but I don't like it as much. So what we'll do is we'll turn the reverb back on, but turn it down slightly. Yeah, I like that. So we've gone from having phaser, overdrive, delay, and reverb to just having a little bit of overdrive and a bit less reverb than we had before. And we still get a sound that's pleasant, it's usable, it's fun for me to play. That's, you know, it's really important that it's fun. But for the user, it's still got clarity. Sorry, for the listener, it's still got clarity. It doesn't get kind of mixed up and muddy with all the other effects on there. And it's still more engaging than having no effects at all. So there you have it, my slightly unsubtle analogy about the overuse of guitar effects on a song and the overuse of game mechanics and gamification. If you use the right effects in the right combination in the right song, it'll enhance the experience for everyone, player and audience. If you use the wrong ones, then it just ruins it for everyone. Same as gamification. Too much can ruin something. So, yeah. If you've got your own music analogy, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know your thoughts generally. If you like guitar and music, then like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested, I may do another one of these kind of silly music analogies with gamification at some point. Until then, see you soon. Cheers.